we'll keep all of our picks the same since we already revealed our hand, I guess. I'm still picking Josh Simmons, unless he gets picked, and then that's not good.
Well, I'm still going after Shador, so.
So Shador, Genti, and Simmons.
Mm.
And go away, go away, go away. Offense, quarterback, Shador. Get down to.
Oh, they took my Gentry. Damn you, New Orleans.
Yeah,
Oh!
That is so wrong.
to be. Yeah, that's 9 is so high. But I guess to the Saints, sure.
Well, since Genty is gone, and I guess that I feel that a good first pick for us would be we do definitely need someone opposite of Bosa. So, Mikael Williams, go ahead and come on over because Georgia does like to produce some good defensive linebacker prospects. So,
And he's been a really fast riser. Had a great combine. Super fluid guy. It's like a smaller version of Trayvon Walker.
yeah.
Bendy as hell. Can do a little bit of everything.
And we
Okay.
definitely need the help.
Oh, no. Go away. You're not giving me picks. See, oh my God. My guy is that I wanted is here. But I got to be loyal to my first pick.
Okay.
Because I love Nick Emmanworiye. What a freak. I love Josh Campbell too. And I'd love to take either of those guys, but I'm gonna, I'm not trying to do anything controversial. So.
Well, they got Texas went after Luther Burden. Okay. So I'm coming back. I'm coming up.
No way. Oh, that's terrible. Jackson Hart, Jalen Milroe back to back. They think he's Jalen Hurts over here.
I swear, I think Jalen Milroe is so damn overrated. I would not touch.
I wouldn't even touch him.
He makes Anthony Richardson look like freaking Tom Brady, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't have touched him either.
That's Sasha. Your quarterback. So what do you now? Defense, offense?
We're going to go defense, and my thing is that go to the edge right there. I want to look at go to the edge. I want to see who's all available. Because my thing is that we're going to need to start looking at somebody who's going to be able to play alongside Max Crosby, and can be able to take the to take it off. Scroll up real quick. Let me choose Landon. I'm gonna go ahead and take Landon Jackson.
Landon Jackson? High second round pick?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take Landon Jackson. They need somebody fast, somebody these big old country fast. Ain't do nothing but just run and go get the quarterback. Yeah, I said it. I'm not taking it back.
Want to trade down 3 spots for what is that, 7?
You know what? I'll actually take that trade.
Okay. Ooh, Atlanta. That's a good one. That's a good pick. All right. Trade down for a late 3rd, I think.
Nah, I'm going to reject that one.
Okay, Houston, go away. And I'm going to assume you want to protect that for obvious reasons.
Okay, my second pick is going to be surprising. I already talked to Sasha why I like this guy as far as thinking we need to go wide receiver, but it's not who people would think. Go offense. We're going to be, he's not even one of the top ones. Scroll down a little bit. Savion Williams from TCU.
Tell me about him. I don't know much about
him. He's 6'5", about 220, 225, 230, but he could run a 4.5. He's and basically with TCU, they used him not only as a receiver, he climbed every year. He's not like a big name star, but he was someone that, again, Shanahan would love because they utilized him in the running game too. Mm-hmm. And so he's because he got about 4, 5, 6 touchdowns rushing, got about I want to say think about 8 touchdowns, 9 receiving wise, but he would fit perfectly with Shanahan. Just think of a quicker, faster, not
Sounds like
chubby.
your Debo replacement. I mean, honestly.
Yeah, basically.
So, sweet.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and take that trade.
You want on next year's 4th?
Yeah, why not? They're gonna need everything that they can. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take that. Oh, great movie. Why did I do that? Because the player I wanted is gone. Ah! I was hoping that I was trying to play Russian roulette because I wanted Trayvon Henderson. So I thought, well, maybe I can do that, but
we'll go ahead and reject that.
Okay.
We'll reject that.
Copy that.
Gonna go offensive tackle. And there he is, Jones from LSU.
Yeah, I like him. Mauler in the run game.
Exactly.
Perfect for Shanahan. All right, Sasha.
All right. Yeah, we're going to reject this one. I'm not making this mistake again. Go ahead, reject that. We're rejecting. Go to running back. I want to see who's all there. Because definitely what we need is somebody who's going to be able to get somebody, a good game changer, somebody who's going to be able to get who's going to definitely be somebody. And I'm going to do this, Aaron. I'm going to do this. I don't want to because I really want Ollie Gordon II. I want him, but I'm not going to. You know why? Because I'm going with Damian Martinez.
Damian Martinez.
Oh wow, you could have got him later.
Yeah, I wanted to, but I want to get Ollie Gordon II. I really want him, but for some reason, something's telling me Damian Martinez is more of that game changer. Somebody who's definitely that game changing running back out there. You see how he did, especially when with that nice breakaway speed going in between the tackles. Like you said, I could have gotten him later. And we know Ollie Gordon II. He definitely is, and in between the tackles, gives you those hard yards. But something's telling me.
Fuck.
Oh, who was that?
That's Shamar Turner, bro. Fuck. I fucking hate the Saints, dude. It's so annoying. Okay. Not doing Tez Johnson because he ran like a 4.6 or something. It's terrible. Man, the Vikings had. Oh, my computer's gonna die soon. Okay, hold up. I gotta go charge my computer. Something moved to my computer. Seconds. So my shit doesn't die.
Didn't know that was dying a long time ago, or you just are noticing it?
What'd you say, Sasha?
You didn't know it was dying?
No, it just told me it was at 5%.
Oh, wow.
But it's I'm in the charger now. Okay, gotcha. We're still here. We're still doing this. Like I said, the Vikings have had a very, very famous white pass rusher by the name of Jared Allen. I'm going to give Brian Flores another toy. I don't know why. My first 2 picks, they're both Ohio State guys on opposite sides of the ball. Give me Jack Sawyer.
Oh, nice.
Plays the run really, 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 really well, which we were good at last year. And is starting to put together some pass rushing tools, which we desperately need.
Mm.
So, yeah.
Okay, guys. I will be right back. I got to go say goodbye to my sister-in-law. So I'll be right back.
Sounds good. We're on the clock with the 49ers right now. Yeah, what do you think? You got some time to make this. You got to let this sizzle.
I already have an idea who I want to scoop up. Gonna be going offensive tackle again.
Okay.
And gonna get old Cornelius from Oregon.
Love it.
because I think he'd be. I think if I'm hoping that even once he retires, Trent Williams will stay with San Francisco, maybe work with the offensive line, and I think he'd be a great student or teacher for Cornelius to kind of work with his footwork because it could be a little sloppy sometimes, but when he's set and good to go, I think he could be a beast.
Love it. Steal. That is a really good pick.
All right, so if you're gonna have if you're gonna have a quarterback, you got to start protecting him. You got to have that protection. So I'm gonna go I'm gonna go tackle, and yes, I'm going Anthony Belton from North Carolina State.
Okay.
You gotta start with the protection. So.
Okay, it's gonna be going cornerback with this one.
Okay. Defense, corner. Hit me.
And I'm gonna go ahead and hit up. Gonna be hitting up Jacob Parrish from Kansas State.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So let's see what they got. And then I got this mud that came in here. Who's coming? Who's about to come up next?
It's gonna be Aaron again.
Aaron.
Hey, racking up the draft picks, man.
Back to back. Hit me.
All right, for this one, I'm gonna be going tight end.
Okay.
Tight end.
And gonna be going off of gonna be picking up Mitchell Evans from Notre Dame.
Ooh.
Notre Dame tight ends. Ooh.
Dude, that's tempting.
You know what? Deshaun, enjoy Cancun, my friend. I need that. No. Oh my God. I want a Jabbar Muhammad so bad, dude. Fuck.
Hey, go back to running. Can you look at running backs real quick?
Yes, I can. As I fucking kill myself, dude. Oh.
Okay. Nah. Go back to tight ends. Even though that I'm gonna go ahead and get Luke Lachey.
Luke Lachey.
Yeah.
I like Ben. Seems like can't go with that.
Can't go wrong with the Iowa tight end, especially this deep in the draft. And there you go, Aaron.
All right, gotta go to Shanahan's favorite position, running back.
Mm-hmm.
And going to select Jordan James from Oregon.
Jordan James.
Oh, okay, I see you.
Because that kid is quick and he does a great job running between the tackles. He's someone, once he picks up his speed, forget about it.
That's kind of the prototypical Oregon running back. Definitely just hit the hole and go.
So there, who you got now?
Defensive tackle. And gonna take Elijah Roberts from SMU.
Okay. They made the playoff this year. Clearly they're doing something right.
Yeah, he's really good. He's really good with the run. That's why I think he'd really be a great fit for us.
Dang, Buffalo. I got all these picks coming up. I'm finally. Oh, somebody's gonna offer you a trade.
Okay.
Oh, they didn't offer you a trade? Okay.
Nope. Here's what I'm thinking. This guy won the Triple Crown last year in college for receptions, yards, and touchdowns, but no one knows this guy's name. He's another white boy. And I'm going.
I know who you're talking about.
Nick Nash is an absolute dog, and he's probably been the best player at San Jose State in maybe the last 5-6 years. So give me Nick Nash.
Yeah, it's sad. He got no love.
No love.
At all. And it's sad.
Nash spot, and then the tight end from Bowling Green. I don't remember what his name is. He's a dog, though.
He's probably gone.
But he already got picked. But
Yeah.
I like him better than some of the first round tight ends. Not gonna lie.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go wide receiver, and I think well, I guess Isaiah Bond is already gone.
Way gone.
Oh, okay. So you can't. So if I'm gonna go that, you know what, Theo Weiss, playing alongside Luther Borden, yeah, I wouldn't mind going after him too. So I'll go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and go after him.
Sweet.
Yeah. And let me see who's gonna be coming up next. Oh, that's you. Okay.
Nope.
You're not gonna go after Shiloh?
Hell no. He's fucking terrible. Dude, I wanted a corner. I wanted Jabbar Muhammad so damn bad. And I'm gonna take I think I'm gonna take Jalen Smith. Kind of lanky. But I don't know. I feel like Flores kind of likes those skinny, long corners that have long arms and can jam, but also the lankiness to run down the field. So I'll take Jalen Smith. And I'm on again. Okay.
Aaron, I did I'm over here looking at old boy from TCU who you were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, so that's probably a hidden treasure that you're referring to. And if the Niners go after him,
I think he'd be a great opposite with Jennings and with Ayuk and Pearsall and Robinson still. I mean, I just think he'd be a great fit to utilize with that team.
I'm going to go down a little bit, and I'm going to grab Josh Beebe, reunite him with his college quarterback, of course.
Oh, did you say Josh Beebe is Don Beebe's son?
No, not BB.
Oh, I was going to say.
Well, it might be.
Oh, Lippy. Oh, Lippy. I thought you said
Preeb. I don't know. But I'm going with my main man, Josh, to reunite him with his quarterback. And I'll tell you exactly what I'm going to do with this pick. Don't even have to look. I don't know why. I like this guy, but I like him.
Can't go wrong with Donovan Edwards.
This guy
He's very overlooked.
Didn't have a great year this year.
Good year. Didn't have a good year the following year, their national championship season.
He had a great year.
Yeah, they had a great year. The national championship season.
A combination of Alex Orgy and a dude who beat brain cancer. I'm gonna go ahead and take Donovan Edwards.
Yeah, that's a very great pickup right there.
Thank you.
Get him in the late rounds.
Probably the only reason why he fell was because, like you said, with what he had.
Mm-hmm.
And I finally get the pick again. Okay.
Yeah, we didn't forget about you.
I'm gonna go defense, and I'm gonna probably look at linebackers. Let me see the linebackers that they have available.
Let's see, linebacker.
You know what? You can't go wrong with Kobe King. Remember, Penn State had one of the best defenses. It had one of the best defenses for the past couple of years. He was a big part of it also. I can't go wrong with that. I want him.
Just don't ask him what he does in the locker room.
No, I don't want to know.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're gonna go back. Now it's back to I'm gonna go back to defense. And I'll go to the defense and I want to look at my defensive tackles. But this time for us to start really looking at stopping the run, make sure we got some somebody who can be able to stop it, some gap stoppers, and I'll take that Vernon Broughton.
Out of the University of Texas. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh. Dallas Turner reunion. Didn't I already take an edge though? No, I took a defensive. No, I did. I took Sawyer. You know what? Give me Quay Robinson. Screw it. Alabama edge. This late in the draft, time to take Flyers. Why not?
Okay. Yeah. No. Yeah. Let's go ahead and let me go ahead and try something. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take Max and Hook, safety from Toledo.
Max and Hook.
Mm-hmm. Right now, it's just one of those. We're just looking at this right now. Here you go, Aaron.
All right. Let me go ahead and go linebacker. And see if he's still available. Okay, I'm gonna take Wilson from Central Arkansas.
Okay.
Not a big name, but he's a tackle machine, and that's what we need. Someone that knows how to freaking tackle.
Yeah. And here you come again, Aaron.
All right. But I feel we always need help with cornerback. And Miles Purchase from Iowa State.
You got him.
And you got one more coming up.
Let me go ahead and offensive tackle. Give me Jared from Oregon State. Or Gerard.
Sweet.
Wow, got another one.
Tell you, you're going to build a brand new defense, man. Defensive tackle. And let's see who's. Give me Warren Brinson from Georgia. As many dogs as we could get.
And that's the end of the draft.
That's it.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry about that.
So, like I said, I like Shedeur Sanders. I like the sound the Raiders need to start putting a face to the franchise. You have Max Crosby, but you need somebody on offense that's going to sell tickets. You know, the league, the quarterback sells it, and Shedeur Sanders with his, and you know, the name by itself definitely can put the butts out there. He's got the arm, he's got the talent. Now it's time for the Raiders to start turning it around. I took a fly on Damian Martinez, not going to lie, because again, I really wanted the other running back, but for some reason, something telling me about Damian Martinez would be a good game changer. I love Luke Lachey because again, Iowa tight ends. What can we say? They can't go wrong. And everybody else, I think the Raiders, they're probably 2 years away from being able to really be called contenders.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. I think the Jackson and the Martinez picks were very Raidery in the fact that a little bit of a reach,
Mm-hmm.
my opinion. I love Jackson. Dude, he's a dog. I don't like him at 37, but I like him. And the Martinez, I don't know. Yeah.
I reached. I'm not gonna lie. I reached there.
Yeah, I think you kind of saved it with the Lachey pick, and liked your Kobe King pick as well.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Yeah, I think with Sanders is also the thing, you know, because I believe he has the arm, he has the toughness. I feel that the thing that they do need to work with him is his he holds on. He doesn't hold on to the ball as long as Cam Ward at
Yeah.
times, but he holds on, like he focuses on his main receiver a little too much.
Mhm.
And then if he gets in trouble, he tends to just chuck it.
Yeah.
And he had Travis Hunter, who's was catching everything. But I mean, I feel that if they can be like, okay, we need to get you in here, kid, daddy, drama, go away.
Yep.
And also work with him about really being a valued teammate and saying that if something goes wrong, say, hey, that was my fault. If he does something, don't pull the LeBron James and blame it on everybody but himself type of deal. I think he'll do good as a pro. He doesn't, he could be confident, but
Yeah.
he needs to cut out some of the BS that'll come along
BS,
with
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Well, all that is pretty much like you said. He looks onto his primary that can be worked on. If I'm right, Chip Kelly's our offensive coordinator. Is the offensive coordinator. So Chip is going to work with that. So a lot of things that we're talking about, certain things outside of the cockiness, I'm pretty sure that a lot of things they're going to work on. Like, hey, it is okay to to check down. Big plays don't win the game all the time. Sometimes going to your running back and getting 3 or 4 yards is a lot better than trying to waste a play on trying to chuck it 40 yards and hoping that your receiver comes down with the ball. This ain't Madden. This isn't 2K. This isn't 2K5. So that's the way how I look at it. I think Chip Kelly will definitely work with that.
My mom exposing me, but yeah, I agree. I think Sanders, he does a lot of the little stuff right. Like his footwork is surprisingly good. His intangibles are good, like when knowing kind of where to throw it. My concern with them is reading defenses. You don't do a lot of that in the Big 12, and also just accuracy.
Yeah.
And maybe a little bit of an arm strength thing too. I think Cam Ward's going to go higher than him, just based off the fact that Cam Ward has a ginormous arm. And it's weird. Cam Ward went to the high school that my mom went to.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
Which is West Columbia, which is like deep in Texas. And so I went to a bunch of those games as a kid and stuff. I know how that offenses ran, and they make you throw it. I mean, a lot. It's a lot of shotgun and stuff like that. And then high school offense, and then obviously at Miami, when you've got a guy like that who can really spin it, you're going to let him loose, which they did. And even went to Washington State. You're not running the fucking ball at Washington State.
Oh, you're not.
Right. No.
You're not doing that. Because it's Washington State is still kind of Mike Leake-ish in their approach. Rest in peace. But yeah, that's kind of my issue with Shedeur. And obviously, all the off the field stuff. I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. I think he can be a good pro, like a good locker room guy. I think when he gets to the NFL, he can let all that. The one thing I really like about him, if you play in Vegas, it's a big market, and everyone's going to be criticizing him from every angle. Bro, he doesn't give a fuck. He like the whole year with Colorado, everyone's dogging him or praising him. You can tell. He just wants to play football, which
right.
I think Las Vegas should value that, and I think if he went there, he could step up to that pressure that the national media will offer him. So
yeah.
So
what about go ahead and go to Minnesota?
Okay, man. I mean, my approach for this draft was just drafting guys with super high floors. And I feel like I hit that with Simmons and Sawyer, and also even Edwards, and then I also wanted to kind of mix in some guys who were super accomplished at the collegiate levels. Obviously, Nick Nash, you play in the Mountain West, like who cares? But if it just takes turning on the tape and you see this guy and he put up all that production from the slot. Very, very shifty guy, very Cooper Cup-ish, in my opinion. And that's kind of the dynamic that I would like to see more of this year in Minnesota's offense, is relying more on the slot and less on, like, for instance, last year, Sam Darnold in the playoff game, holding it for fucking 20 seconds back there and trying to chunk it 80 yards to Jay Jettis. I want more of the quick game. And I think if you do that, it gives Hawkinson some more help as well on the inside. And that was my idea behind Nash. And then I wanted to take a guard. Josh Preeb took him. Obviously, that's the way we lost in the playoff game this year to the Rams. It was a lot of interior pressure. So one of the big guy, kind of a mauler, to come in and he can learn from Darisaw and Brian O'Neill and Will Fries, all these different veterans we've got, and coach him up. And then Donovan Edwards, yeah, I mean, kind of like Aaron said, just a very like low floor guy, and like I didn't think it was a big risk to pick him. And I think Aaron Jones is kind of like our receiving back. Jordan Mason's kind of our downhill guy. Donovan Edwards is the thumper. And that's you get a little bit of everything, and you can play a lot more situational football with Donovan Edwards in my eyes. So that was my thought process behind it.
So my thing is this, because me and you, we talked about this because I know you like Naylor, I know you like Addison,
yeah.
and of course everybody loves love Justin Jefferson. So you got 3 good receivers, then you bring in Nick Nash, that's 4.
Mm-hmm.
And then not to mention you got TJ Hawkinson, so you got 5. I've got 5 receivers out, 5 pass catchers out there. That's going to be good security for JJ McCarthy. But my thing is this: there's one ball to go out there,
right?
So that's just my thing. When you have way too many pass catchers out there, that's going to do something. I know Nick Nash is not going to be. They're not going to expect him to be like a day one instant impact. But when you have somebody like a Nick Nash who's going to be on your roster, eventually you're going to have to start playing this guy.
Right.
So that's my thing whenever it comes to when you have all these pass catchers out there, you have, it is true. You can have too many weapons because it's going to come back, because it's going to be like, wow, somebody's going to is going to take a hit. It's going to start taking a hit. And I can tell you right now, his name ain't Justin Jefferson. It's going to be somebody else.
Right.
I did like the Josh Simmons, because you can never go wrong when you draft a quarterback. Me and Aaron, we've talked about this all the time, and whenever me and him, we always have the Alex Smith, Aaron Rodgers thing, and I'll swear to this no matter what. The 49ers did him dirty by drafting him, but not surrounding him with talent to help him get better. So when you draft JJ McCarthy, you want to at least have an offensive tackle. You got the weapons, but you got to have the protection. So with Josh Simmons, I kind of like that. And then you're getting better on defense. Again, they hit big on free agency. Now you're bringing in somebody like Jack Sawyer, and then like I believe in you. We talked about with you. You were saying this over and over before free agency. Secondary, we need to look at that. I don't know what's going on with Harrison Smith.
He just resigned.
Yeah, but my thing is, when you want to start looking at our replacement, because I know they resigned, but he's going to start looking on that the down end of his career.
That's why if the Vikings want to trade down from the first round and grab Nick Emmanworier in the second round, I'll be perfectly cool with that. We need a safety. My thing, I can't get the Lewis Cine pick out of my head. And that pick gave me AIDS when I fucking picked him. And I think I just have PTSD from it. So I was like, fucking safety, I don't need that shit. I probably should have gotten one, like in hindsight. And that's the one thing I'm like kind of kicking myself on. Because you're right. I mean, we do need We do need that. And Cam Bynum left in free agency to the Colts too.
Yeah.
So it's like we got Harrison Smith and Theo Jackson back there, and Theo Jackson's good, but like he doesn't have the range that Bynum had, and he can't hit as hard as Harrison can still hit.
Yeah.
So it's like if you're not going to cover or you're not going to stop the run, the fuck are you doing? Like at safety. So I don't know. We'll figure. That's kind of the one thing, Sasha. I definitely agree with you on. That's the thing. I don't know. You know, I'm glad we didn't overpay for a safety. Very glad we didn't sign Talanoa Hufanga. So
Really?
I'm glad, bro. I don't need that.
I like Hufanga. The problem is that he can never stay healthy.
Bro, his knee is pulled pork, bro. It's sliding off the bone, bro. It's pulled pork.
Yeah, it was like this. He was getting hurt at USC also. But when he's on the field, he's gotten dogged a couple of times in coverage.
But when 2 years ago he was an All-Pro.
He was All-Pro because of the interceptions. But remember also he was getting dogged a lot. He was getting burnt a lot, especially that Raider game where Jared Stidham had a career game.
Yeah.
He was getting in Hufanga.
But yeah, I was just saying for Mr. Shane, as far as with his picks are very nice just all around because Josh Simmons, because basically the whole Minnesota team, I think they had a great offseason as far as like free agent wise and resigning the picks, the people that they need. And then, with Josh Simmons, one top offensive tackles in the game, I mean, it's a perfect fit. He can be a day one starter. Jack Sawyer, off the edge, would be another person that could be number one starter or day one starter. And Nick Nash, like how you were saying, Sasha, about, you could have possibility of five players or four wide receivers and a tight end. Yeah. For a quarterback in his first year, you can't ask for anything more.
Right.
It's like you have no excuse. You have one of the best wide receivers in the game, one of the best second wide receivers in Addison, and you'll have Nick Nash. I mean, you have no excuse. You really don't have any excuse. And then with Jalen Smith, I didn't watch too much with USC, so I'm not too familiar. But I mean, if he basically sticks with Byron Murphy Jr. and just work with him and see how he does things, because Byron Murphy Jr. the past couple of years has been awesome.
Yep.
Keeping an eye out on him, and I mean he's as far as ball hawking a little bit, getting interceptions and everything like that. If he sticks with them, he'll be great. And then Donovan Edwards, let's be honest, Aaron Jones is an over and under as far as when he's going to get injured. Just you could say 5, 6, 7 games, an injury will occur with him. So, you have Mason, and then you have, Mason, as Shane said, downhill runner, and then you have Edwards be a thumper. I mean, it'd be a perfect opportunity for Edwards to come in there and just wreck stuff. Just really take advantage in the running game and be a future running back for Minnesota.
Sweet.
Hey, so what's the name of that running back again? He played with the Rams, got traded to Houston, went to Minnesota, went back to Houston. What's his name again?
Cam Akers.
Yeah, Cam Akers. Because I'm looking over here at the depth chart, and so they decided not to re-sign him.
Yeah, we didn't.
Okay. Because I just remember, when he was at the Rams, I was kind of worried about Cam Akers, and then all of a sudden they traded him, and it looks like all of a sudden now he's lost in the wind. He can't even find a team. I'm just like, wow. I thought being in Minnesota, playing right next to Aaron Jones, you would be able to get something. But I'm wrong.
He's like kind of like a home run runner. Like he had like a 50-yard rush in that Detroit game, Week 18. But with Cam Akers, it's either a 50-yard rush or he's losing 5 yards in the backfield, and there's no in between, bro. Like he for his life cannot get like a solid 6-yard gain. Just can't do it. It's either hitting the hole and going, or he's just lost and can't read the block. Like if he doesn't have the Red Sea parted, he's going nowhere. Whereas Donovan Edwards doesn't need much space. Put your head down and lead with your shoulder and hit somebody and create a nice little gain.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Okay. Right, look at the 49ers.
Yeah, go to the 49ers.
All right, Aaron, hit us.
See, to me, this is beautiful. Mikael Williams, like I said, one of the big issues with San Francisco's defensive line is that they need someone opposite of Bosa, because if you took out Bosa, pretty much no one could really get to the quarterback on their own. And I think Mikael Williams, with a little bit of work, I think he could be, if Bosa does, when Bosa does get double teamed, that Williams, can make his way, have a pretty good range to get to the quarterback. And he's very fast. He's really above average tackler. So I think he'd be a great fit on the line. Savion Williams, again, Debo replacement, taller, faster, probably needs to hit the weight room a little bit more, get a little bit stronger, but I think he could be a great fit as far as a wide receiver. I hope Shanahan doesn't use him as a running back, but I know he will. So I think he'd be a great replacement for Debo. And then basically my vision as far as with the draft, with Henry Jones and Cornelius, as far as with the offensive tackles, we need all the offensive tackle help that we can get, because Trent Williams, of course, the big name, he's basically knocking on the door of retirement, and it's every season pretty much he gets injured, and we need some young starters to get up in there, and with Jones and Cornelius, you can move them around. I don't believe either of them have played center, but you can move them all around the offensive line as far as to utilize them. And then as far as with Jacob Parrish, he's a pretty decent cornerback, not someone that's necessarily a ball hawk, but I mean he's someone that can kind of stick with wide receivers and kind of rough them up a little bit. He's not afraid of contact, and he's a pretty decent tackler, so I think he's a great fit. And then Mitchell Evans, like we were talking about, Sasha, we need another tight end with Kittle, even though we signed the tight end, I cannot remember his name, from Jacksonville this offseason. I think he'd be a great young fit as far as another catching tight end that can block a little bit. And then Jordan James, I feel that definitely the running back that we need. With Christian McCaffrey, his injuries, still not sure. I know you're kind of saying how he was, they may have been lying about McCaffrey being injured last year, but still, how Shanahan loves his running backs, get them late in the draft and everything. So I think he'd be a great fit. Of course, Elijah Roberts, need all the defensive tackle help that we could give. And also last season, he did great, pretty great as far as throughout the season with SMU. Not someone that was screaming with his stats, but he was a very consistent player. Mm-hmm. And then Wilson, with Wilson, linebacker, he's very fast, and I think he'd work well with Fred Warner as far as to kind of hone his skills. He's a pretty good tackle machine, so I think he'd work very well. Purchase someone that's not necessarily a ball hawk, but a consistent, decent cornerback. And then, of course, with Lichian and Brinson, I think they'd be perfect fits for definitely a very strong need that we need on this team as far as to get younger and to help build up these players, hopefully, and they'll do something for us. So try to stick with try to make picks with all the needs that we definitely need if we want to try to get back into the mix of getting to the playoffs, and not even thinking about Super Bowl, but just to get back into the mix because the NFC West is still going to be a pain in the
It's
butt
starting to
this
get better
year.
now.
So
Yeah.
yeah, it's going to be a pain in the butt. So we gotta mix in a lot of the new with the old and try to see what we can do this year.
Well, my thing is this, because when you threw Savion Williams out there, and while you were talking about it, like I like the idea of Savion Williams. Again, especially reading his about this. And this is the thing. I'm not and I hate to say this about this, and I'm going and about this. If there's a position that I need, and I need wide receiver, I don't look at TCU or Michigan because their history has shown me that they don't that these guys don't do well in pros. And I'm sorry, that's just me. But with the idea of like what you're saying when it came to Savion Williams, I'm reading a lot about him. Like, okay, I see what Aaron's talking about. You're right, because the 49ers did get rid of that Swiss Army knife and Debo. But as a Niner fan, I would probably look at a tight end, and my thing is I would be looking at Tyler Warren from I would have drafted him in the second round. Because I liked him. I was watching him in the playoffs, and it was just like and it's like nobody had an answer for him.
I don't think he falls to the second round though, Sasha.
If he fell, I wanted him. If he
Yeah.
fell, I wanted him because
the reason why, like as far as with tight end with Evans and watching a few of his games along with the playoffs is that he has a good mixture of blocking, catching. That's what we need. He could be a strong blocker in the run game, but he can also catch some passes. And he's of course not the fastest guy out there, but he can do decent. So if Kittle's covered, you do the two tight end set and Kittle's covered, he could be someone that he's going to get open and, score or get the first down for you or so. So I think he's a good solid fit. He's not too strong in one area per se, but he's a good solid fit. And I think San Francisco needs someone that can be a good, strong, solid pick, not someone that's too flashy, but and I think Evans would do well in our system.
Mm-hmm.
But I do love that Tamarion Wilson pick though. Yes. I do like the Tamarion Wilson pick. He's somebody out there because the 49ers can't go. It's like they can always find this diamond in the rough at linebacker late in the late rounds. I think that's what they're hoping D Winters was, but again, it seems like 1 minute D Winters looks like he's making plays, and then he turns around and then he's getting ran over. He's getting out of position.
Exactly, and I think that with our team, we need strong tacklers because if you saw, especially last year, we couldn't tackle a cold pretty much. And we need young guys that are quick and not just. I don't care if he gets 0 interceptions for the next 5 years. If he could get like 100+ tackles or so, and he's flying all over the place, I'll take that any day of the week.
Yeah. Hey Shane, can you do me a favor?
What's up?
Are you able to download it because it shows that you can be able to download this?
Mm-hmm.
Can you be able to download that?
Yeah.
And send it to me because I'm gonna write an article for the Web Zone.
Yeah.
And where are you? Did Jan leave already?
No, she's still here.
Okay. Where did you, are you in KFAT or KNAF?
I'm in your office.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I see that now.
Okay. So real quick, I love the fact that you drafted 3 tackles. I think you can never have too many guys to try out there in such a premier position. I really like that. I love the Elijah Roberts pick. I really like that one. Great fucking pick. I like the justification for Savion Williams, but yeah, when you were talking about him, Sasha, I was like, this just sounds like Quentin Johnson all over again.
Quentin Johnson, yeah.
Yeah, and I was, when
Does
I
he drop
first
a lot
heard
of
about
balls?
him,
Does he drop his drop rate?
his drop weight, from what I've heard and seen, he doesn't drop a lot of passes. I honestly think that because when Sasha was talking about him, I know automatically came to mind Quentin Johnson. It's like, but I honestly believe that Quentin Johnson because Quentin Johnson, he put up better, stronger, more, ooh, look at me, draft me, first, second round pick numbers than Savion Williams. And his drop weight didn't seem too high in college. And so I was thinking, oh, he's going to, run shop over there and with the Chargers. But honestly think he has the yups. He's scared. He's scared out there. So it just depends on, I don't know Savion Williams' mindset or, exactly the type of person he is. So I don't know if he's a strong-minded kid yet until he gets out there on the field. I think with Quentin Johnson, he's just kind of he's scared of the limelight pretty much.
Who? Hey, remember? I'm trying to remember who was that. I'm trying to remember his name when the Baylor wide receiver. He went to Tennessee. He was 6'5", and he was pretty much like Saquon Williams. They lined up. You can line him up in the backfield. He was nice, tall, and rangy, but he could not stay healthy to save his life.
Oh, we just recently let him go. I know who you're talking about. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm over here trying to look this up. Maybe I think I wrote an article about him. Because everybody was hyped on him. He got hurt.
Jalen Hurd.
There it goes. Yeah. So maybe that's what's going to happen. Now, this is my question I want to ask you now about this right now. Do you actually think the 49ers are going to probably look into, really start to look at Tariq Owens?
I honestly don't believe they will. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying that they signed him just because he's T.O.'s kid, but I don't think I don't think they're really going to make a strong look unless he just has a breakout camp and he, really pushes himself. I don't think they're really going to take a strong look. They may use him like at special teams or something, but I don't think he's going to scream, getting into the mix with the starting wide receivers or really getting a lot of offensive plays, because I think they really did an injustice with, and I cannot think of his name at the moment, the kid from SMU that they drafted.
Yeah, Gray.
Yeah, Gray. And Shanahan wasted him. He didn't even give him a chance. And that kid, and it showed in that and I know it was a preseason game, but it showed in the preseason game with Trey Lance. And Trey Lance dropped it was like a 60-yard 60-yard touchdown pass to him. And I mean, and I know it was, backups in the game, but he threw a pass that was so beautiful, and Gray just outran him. And I was thinking to myself, it's like, he doesn't have to be, one of the top 4 wide receivers in the mix, but if you just threw him in the game a couple of times and just chunk it, let him go get it, let him be a deep threat, which San Francisco's not really known for, take a opposing team off guard, he would have been perfect. Or right. Even in the special teams, but he never used them. He just kept them on the team and, okay, you're gone. Didn't really give them a chance. So I don't think Shanahan will really value, if Owens hasn't really done anything yet, and our wide receiving core, from the top is, still kind of strong. I don't think that he'll really get too much of a chance.
Well, Well, I mean, like I'm gonna stand by one thing that I told you before, and I think I said this to Shane also. I really think the Niners need to, if you ask me, I think they should. I think one of those 7 round picks that you picked, and I'm gonna put this in my article that I'm write this week. That what they need to do, they need to use one of those that pick. They trade one of those away for Brendan Rice. I'm standing by that.
bro.
It's not gonna happen.
Why, bro?
It is not gonna happen. You need to, I know you want, you want Jerry Rice's boy. It's not. It's because they had a perfect opportunity to draft him.
Yep.
They had their chances and they didn't. And granted, yeah, he's a nice kid out of USC. He was nice. But as far as, and who's to know? Who's to say he might, might become a good to great pro later. Who knows? But I don't know. We don't need to be part of the, you know, drafting every junior former 49ers.
He's like I'll have your daughter home by 9 guy, but he can't fucking play, bro. Like can't create separation. Like got good hands. Wonder where I got that from. His speed is another worldly. It's just route running is
Which is surprising, being Jerry Rice's son. You should be able to.
You should
be able to drive walk to the store in a perfect route without
in a perfect route.
Yeah.
If that's if no matter what, you should come out learning how to learning how to do the route tree.
Right.
Exactly.
So, but I guess the reason why, because again, I guess this is my fascination. Yeah, diehard Jerry Rice is my favorite player of all time, if anybody knows. And Jerry Rice Jr. failed me. so it's just seeing Brendan Rice on the field from Colorado at USC. I'm like, okay, I see what we got here. And I'm thinking maybe he could be able to they could be able to work him into it. And if he can work hard with his dad, I mean, how hard was it when you couldn't be able to get on the field with the Chargers? So I'm just like, if he's just wasting away, make the trade. Let him send the practice with the over there at the 49ers for a year, and then go ahead and just go from there.
If you can't beat Quentin Johnston out for a job, probably do not need one.